And he says, Sheikh, my grandfather used to literally beat his mother. Literally. Story here that a man called Sheikh Abbas that, can you please come in our house? We have a dead body. We want you to give ghusl to that body. So the Sheikh says, no problem, okay. So Sheikh went all the way to the place, and Sheikh is saying that once I reached, it was not a house, it was not a villa, it was a castle. A big, castle. And then from the main door, in order to get inside, maybe you have to walk for literally 5 minutes. That big, you can imagine. This is the only outside of the house. So the Sheikh is going inside, and mashallah, the house is, garden, trees, grass, and all this luxury stuff. He said, until I reached at the, door, the main door of the house, the entrance. So there was a normal man standing there. So he spoke to Sheikh in a very rude way. He says, "Ruh hanak, go this way, you will find the road, or you will find the stairs, up, there is a room." So Sheikh is like almost 60 years old, above, an old guy, respectful person. He looked at him and he says, I'll just go. I'll go by myself. So he says, either you go or I'll send one of my servants to take you. So Sheikh didn't like it. And you're the person who called me all the way, just respectfully at least take me. So the Sheikh replied back, he says, see, I can go. I don't need anyone. I can just go all the way. So the Sheikh, the guy said after that, he says, if you don't know the way, I will send someone, my servant, to take you. So Sheikh looked at him and he says, see, I'm not your servant. I came here for some noble cause. I'm doing it fi sabilillah. So I'll go by myself, or you call someone else, he will do it for you. So the man says, okay, fine, go. And the man saying, the house, the castle inside, it's so big and it's so clean that you can see your face from the tiles on the floor. That clean and that big the house is. Anyways, he went all the way to the upstairs and he went inside the bedroom. Literally, Sheikh saying the bedroom was like 8 by 8. A big bedroom. And there are like 2 or 3 servants there. And no one else. And he went all the way to see the body. Now once he saw the body was covered. He removed the face to see the cover, and he saw literally that ants literally coming out from his nose, from his ears, and stuck to his face and his neck. The more he is removing that thing, the cover, he can see the body is filled with small ants. The red ants, the small one, that bites. So the Sheikh was like completely shocked that he's looking down, nothing clean, everything is clean. Nothing. From where this ants coming? And literally some of the ants moving, going inside the ear, going inside the nose, coming out from the other nose. So he said, I put it back now. How can I manage this situation? So he said, I called another Sheikh. And he said, Sheikh, I have a XYZ condition, XYZ problem, that the ant is coming from the body, so what should I do? So other Sheikh, the one he called to ask his advice and ask his fatwa, the other Sheikh says, yeah, Sheikh Abbas, if you ask me about, how to give ghusl on a certain way, I can tell you. If you want to ask me how to give ghusl to a dead body who's completely, burnt out, I can tell you. If you ask me about fiqh, ghusl means the fiqh of giving bath to the dead body who's into pieces, I can still tell you. But now the condition you are telling me, it's not even mentioned in the book of fiqh. So I cannot be تصرف. You take the lead. I cannot do anything. You just do. I cannot advise you anything. Like what you can do. So again, the Sheikh is asking the servants, who's here among the kids, among the boys? No one. Okay, what about the one who just met me downstairs? Baba mu mawjood. Our sponsor or the person is not available. So he's alone with the servants. So he said at the end, what I thought, I went inside the room, there's a bathroom. I went inside the bathroom. I saw the tub, and he's saying, I'm just getting these thoughts from Allah Almighty. I don't know what to do. So I went to the tub. I closed the sink, and I opened the water, the tap, until it fills up. And then I went back to the body. I asked the servants to carry the body with me, and we went inside that tub, and I put inside his nose and inside the ear cotton, and we dipped the whole body inside the tub. So the ants start floating on the water. So this is what he did. He is start again putting it up, putting it down on the water. The floating ants, he is removing it, and then he is wiping the body and everything until all the ants that goes away. But he is astonished, and he is surprised that where these ants coming from. The house is so clean. The house is marble, that all the marble and tiles, that there is no way that there is a hole and the ants are coming from. Anyways, long story. He took it out from the tub. He went back. He put it on the bed again, and he started wrapping the body with the kafan, and then putting the usual thing, sidr and atar and fragrance and all these things on the body, and wrapped him up. And then he finished his work. He went down, and while he is going, he saw one guy just walking, one of the sons. So he went and he says, I finished the ghusl of your father, and is there anything else you want me to do? So disrespectfully, this person, this son, he says, you can see that room? This is the room of the drivers. You can go there and eat with them. So subhanAllah, again the Shaykh what is this what this ta'amul, what is this mu'amala, what is this way of dealing with people? No, jazakallah khair, no thank you, nothing. And he says, yeah, there is a room, there are all the drivers, you go and eat with them. So he looked at him and he says, I'm not looking for the food, and I'm not looking for the thing, any money from you. All I need is ajr from Allah Almighty, reward from Allah Almighty. So just leave me alone. And the Shaykh left. So and then Shaykh went all the way and stood at the road, because the one who brought the Shaykh, he was one of the drivers, and the Shaykh now doesn't want any help from this person. So who came? A grandson of the dead person. The son was disrespectful. So the son of the son, the grandson, was about young, 18 years old. When he saw the Shaykh standing on the road, he went all the way to him and start dealing with him in a nicely. He says, sorry, we have this situation, that situation, so don't mind. I'll bring my car and I'll drop you. He says, Shaykh, no, I don't want. He says, no, I will bring my car. Anyways, he got his car. Come, Shaykh, sit inside. So normally, the Shaykh's habit, when he sees these things, either it's something good or something bad, he normally asks the person, what this person used to do, so he will know. So he started asking now the grandson. He said, now listen, my son, the one I gave ghusl to, who's he? So he said, he's my grandfather. He says, now, do you know what I saw? He says, yes, we all know. We all know that, there's ant coming from his body, coming from his nose, coming from his ears, coming from, his body and biting the entire body, and we don't know, or we didn't know what to do. And that's why we're not even willing to come and stand next to him. So the Shaykh says, La hawla wa quwwata billah. And then, may I know what your, grandfather used to do? So the son is driving, and he kept quiet for some time. And he says, Shaykh, my grandfather used to literally beat his mother. Literally. Without any respecting any family member. He used to literally beat slap, kick his own mother. Subhanallah, can you imagine? And the Shaykh is listening to that and he is in shock. Like, how come a person, a living human being on this earth can do that? Can do that? So he said, yes, into the extent that the bruises shows on my grandmother. The bruises shows on her face, on her eyes, on her hands. And then my father, who's talking now? The grandson. So he's saying, my father, who is the sons of the one who died, they literally used to take the mother to the police station. That you should report this man, you should say anything about him. So they used to take him literally all the way to the police station, and when the muhaqqiq, when the inspector comes and asks, Hajjia, what happened to you? She says, no, I fell down. I was standing and then something. So I said, yeah, there are bruises. Yeah, I fell down on the floor. So she never ever says anything against her own son. And this happened like literally every single week and every single 2 weeks, until the police station knows that this is happening in the house, but we cannot do anything because the mother is refusing to say anything. And the sons cannot do anything because, the one who is doing this is their father. And no one can do anything. So subhanallah, the ending of this person was that, even when he died, neither the other son, the third son, the grandson, able to help this man, neither standing next to his qabr or next to his body. Moreover, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala punished him in this dunya by making the ants, and Allahu A'lam where these ants came from the body itself, from somewhere else, and went inside all the body and biting him. And the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said in a hadith, كسر عظام الميت, the meaning of the hadith, that you breaking the bone of a dead body as you broke his bone if he's alive. Which means, the pain that he will go through, the dead body, is exactly the same pain that he will go through if he was alive. So imagine now the ants going inside the nose and coming from the other nose, or going from the ear and coming out of the ear, and biting all the neck and all the face and all the body from head to toe. What he is going through. Yes, the only reason that a live person can scream, can shout, can show his pain, and this dead body cannot say anything. But the pain is the same for both. So this was the uquba, and according to the ulama, the ittifaq of all the ulama, that the consequences of the parents, the whatever you do to your parents in this dunya, you will see it before the akhirah. So if you was good to your parent, and if you are doing good to your parent, you will see the consequence, or you will see the result of it in this dunya. And if you are bad with them, if you are disrespecting them, and the crime is if you are extending your hand towards them, you will see the same situation before you die in this dunya.